Alright, there we are, back. And of course I forgot to tab back in. And I guess we need to save some people. And also I think I'll have to do a quick check. Sorry. And switch myself off in my ears. Alright. That means I won't hear if I forgot to mute. If I forgot to unmute myself. But on the other hand, the longer the stream goes on, the more the delay gets between the playback of what is going on the stream of my voice and my voice as I speak. And so right now it's completely impossible for me to talk while hearing myself. Interesting, my knife isn't stuck in here. Oh right, I guess this must be before Corvo comes for me. Dowd's Journal, Delilah Copperspoon. Oh yeah, during the break I said that Pokemon Go was so popular before the right before the pandemic, and I'm wondering if they still have a lot of people. Oh yeah, a game that tells kids to run around outdoors and meet and interact. Surely that will never be unpopular. Yeah. I mean, I guess, you know, like, I don't think the interaction is that big, so I guess you could use it, you know, to just, you know, get your exercise in. But I'm still thinking, you know, I remember, like, going to the movies with friends who were playing Pokemon Go, and basically everybody going to the Pokemon gym that was, like, around one of the movie poster poles outside the movie theater and kind of playing there and kind of doing battles together and things like that. And it you know, it was actually a way to kind of get started on interaction with other people a little bit, yeah. So that part I don't think survived the pandemic. And kind of I hope it doesn't. Anyway, we're back here. And we're looking at Dowd's Journal, Delilah Copperspoon. Delilah Copperspoon, who is she and why is everyone afraid of her? Strange that a painter should have so much influence, or that you should have any connection to my life and what I've done. My fate is my own, always has been. The problem is I don't know enough. There are missing pieces. I can't imagine how or why Delilah is linked to the death of the Empress, but the outsider wouldn't bother saying it unless it contained some grain of truth. Now it's driving me mad, like a puzzle I can't get out of my head. A riddle in pigment and blood. No doubt that black-eyed bastard takes delight in watching me twist into knots. He knows I can't abide a mystery. Billy has little insight to offer. None of the usual vitriol when I bring up the name Delilah, just a shrug. Just tell me how you want this handled. It's odd behavior for Lurk. If I find this Delilah and cut her throat, maybe I can dodge what's coming. The consequences the outsider spoke of. Or maybe ending her life will bring the entire city down on my head. When I face her, will I see the eyes of the Empress? Can I go through with it, even if it's the only way to save my own skin? Somehow I suspect there's more to Delilah than portraits and sculptures. I'll find out more when I talk to the Timsh family. Okay, so this was our notes before we talked to the statue. Okay, so let's see where this rune is. Oh, it's upstairs. Okay. I was thinking there's so much rune sound. They're always giving me the ammo I have. Alright, and I think I haven't used a grenade, so the grenade is useless as well. Okay, we would have gotten some extra arc mines. There's more choke dust. Okay, these are all books we've read, I think. So, the Eradication of Black Sally. Excerpt from a popular story of crime and daring by Jules Robin and the City Watch. So the City Watch publishes books, apparently. Okay. That seems like it's a little bit of propaganda there. Before Slackjaw ran the streets in the distillery district, there was no boss more ruthless, violent, or dedicated to squeezing the average citizens for coin than Black Sally. Like so many from Morley, she was pale-skinned and green-eyed. I think we've read that as well. They didn't change the books. What are you doing?
Ricardo claims he memorized the litany on the White Cliff in a night. Is it possible? Yes, yes.
Alright, how many arrows do we have? We have 13 regular arrows and 3 knockout arrows. Okay.
For the last time, where is Dowd?
There is no doubt, only us chickens.
What now? Someone's down. What the? Damn! Someone's been killed. Where are you? A body. Someone will pay for this. Assassin!
Oops, why did he blow up? Oh, I guess he was trying to throw a grenade at me just as I shot him. Okay, I think we've got them all. There's another assassin to save here. What was that? It sounded like someone saw me. Oh, maybe that guy over there. Oh, maybe you.
Cut me loose. Thank you. I'll await your signal.
Dead assassin, but we got a few bolts from you. Okay. Alright, let's see that maybe they're not lying here quite in plain sight. Does that count as your kill or his own? Oh, that's a good question, yeah. Bye, I'll have to go. Yeah, thank you for coming by, Only Noob Aimer. Glad to have you here, as always. That was a cool conversation, thank you. Mana potion. Good. Alright. Alright, where are we going next? There's a whole bunch of people over there. Let's see, can we... any place where we can get up? No? Seems like I should be able to get up there somehow. Can I... Huh. I guess that works. Okay, I think I have to get this guy first. And now you please hold still for a moment so I can shoot you.
Squad after what happened last night? Yes, of course. Damn! Stop messing around and come out at once. Outsider!
Seriously?
Idiot!
No, you're weak at heart.
Oh, okay. We need new weapons. What else do we have? Okay, I think you don't know where I am now, right? I hope. I'm going to find you and then I'm going to... whoever you are, and then I'm going to demonstrate your failings. Basically used up all those arrows because at that distance I'm apparently not very good. There's a bone charm 10 meters below. Gave me a few wristbow bolts, that's always nice. And appreciated. Okay, there's... charm. Whirlwind. You swing your sword moderately faster. Okay. I don't think that's something we will need while stealthing, but of course it could be neat. during combat. Stop playing piano. I'm hidden. I'm crouching. Didn't you hear? Okay, let's just try to walk down there and see. Maybe we can even find a few more bolts for our crossbow. Did you know that they're called bolts? That crossbows don't have arrows. We got a few bolts that we sent into you. Huh.
What is it? I need more men. I'll read signs from your entrails. Stand clear. Firing. Got you now. Assassin, help! You're going down.
Okay, let's see if we can somehow... Alright, we can't.
Cut the rope. My hands are tied. For blood and coin.
Guard, for me. All right. Keep close watch. Let thy hands not be restless. Reveal yourself. No, I'll find you. I gotta get back right now.
Is that... Come on. Yeah. Come on.
Yes, up. We both know you're weak at heart.
Damn.
I know you're here.
Oh.
When I find you, it's going to be bad.
Alright, let's see. Where... Here's the grenade. That looks like someone we might use to get the guy with the musical instrument, right?
Screw it. I'm going back. Guards, to me.
Alright. There's someone back there, okay. There's another captured assassin over there. And I guess we can't get through here. Oh, but we could get over this. Let's try that then. Ah, crap. Okay, let's see if we can... Oh. Okay, that doesn't work. Let's see where we last quick saved. I didn't really... Oh, I actually quick saved here. Okay.
See something?
Alright. That worked, I guess.
I'll survive. I'll await your signal.
Hello? Wait, what? What kind of ammo does he have with him that I can't carry? Oh, more bolts. Pump system report. Log entry. Standing water, not more than ankle deep. Something must be blocking the drainage. Drainage was cleared and the standing water isn't an issue any longer. Note, pump system may be insufficient for high volume situations. Waist high water, drainage problems again. The accountants are going to have to swim to work if something isn't done about the pump system. Log, last day in Rudshore. My new post starts tomorrow. I've restated my concerns about the pumps. I suggest my replacement check the valve pressures and system mechanical integrity immediately. So that's why this is the flooded district, I guess. Because nobody listened to the guy who actually knew what he was talking about. I think I snuck up here before. Huh. What's the splashing here? Okay, we can get into that house, and I think from there we can get up on the roof or something. This. Abandoned journal. I've managed to make a space for myself here. Thankfully, Rudshore is all but completely abandoned. Up in this room, I'm protected from the occasional scavenger and the flooding during heavy rain. I'd like to return to my office in the Commerce Building to see if I can find some of my old books, but I've yet to build up the courage. Eventually I'll run out of canned meats, and then I'll have no choice. No need for courage when desperation kicks in. Alright. Let's see what else is here. Sleep darts, thank you. Mana potion, also good. The Estate District. Excerpt from historical overview of the Estate District. Home to some of the most powerful families in Dunwall, the Estate District has been a jewel in the city's crown for generations. No district enjoys finer restaurants or cultural events, and no families inspire more admiration or more gossip than the lords and ladies of the Estate District. The late Lord Boyle and his lovely wife perhaps best epitomize this privileged class of citizens. Their annual costume ball is the talk of high society, creating ripples throughout Dunwall when one family or another is excluded from the guest list. But it's not all play that drives the Boyles. On several occasions, they've generously brought in poor laborers from elsewhere in the city for a week or two to work on their garden or home, providing vital employment for those who need it most. With so much history, the Estate District has also seen its share of trouble as fortunes are made and lost. The great Lord Preston Moray and his eccentric wife Vera were once the toast of Dunwall before tragedy struck and they fell to ruin. Riddled with canals and large homes that enjoy historical preservation tax breaks, the Estate District is a place to which we can all aspire. That's one of those, yeah, billionaires cause employment, that's why they're good and we have to keep them.
We got a prowler up I know you're here.
But this is interesting. Like, they have the guards in roughly the same places. Like here you see dead.
I'll write to her again. She has to see reason.
Dead assassins around there, which were the ones, or in the same location as Corvo had to kill.
Let my hands not be restless. Reveal yourself.
No, I don't want to reveal myself.
Somewhere, scum.
I want to shoot you people,
I won't
please.
be catching this rat bastard.
Come on. You, I can only shoot from behind, I think.
Restrict the wandering eyes that look hither and yonder for some flashing thing that easily catches a man.
Yes! Ah, come on. But at least the one with the musical instrument is now gone, that's good. It's good that this isn't an Assassin's Creed game. Because, you know, there, if one attacks you with a big weapon and you kill him, someone else will go and pick up his big weapon. I think it was that, or was it... Well, there's several games. I think it was in the Assassin's Creed games as well. It was also in the Arkham games, I think, like, or in Spider-Man, or even in all of them. Like, where you have shield enemies that have shields, and if one drops his shield, they will pick them up, and you'll have it all over again. So you really have to take them out before you can get... they can get to the shield.
What the? Guards, to me!
Okay, I guess that worked. It wasn't quite elegant. Cost me a little health as well. But, I think we've got them. We're not undetected or anything, though. There's one down there.
For the restless hand shall be raised against the common good.
Where are you?
Look out. You got someone skulking around.
Where are these people? They might be in there. Wasn't there... Oh, hagfish. These eating sounds sound so disgusting. I have to check. there. So that shouldn't be... Commerce Building, Greaves Oil Refinery, Rudshire Great Suspected Occultist Lair.
This map shows a coordinated sweep of the flooded district, but the overseers here didn't stick to the plan. Someone must have tipped them off.
The fourth stricture: restrict the roving feet that love to trespass. They pay no heed to the boundary stones of a neighbor's fields. They wander into foreign lands only to return with their souls blackened by iniquity. Where have you strayed that destruction now comes behind you? Would you walk across burning coals or broken glass? Then why do you prowl into the homes of the honest, or into the dens of hidden things? For the result is the same. You will fall into the void. Instead, rest your feet on a firm foundation, so that when the winds of the outsider shriek against you, you will stand firm and not be overthrown. I love this. Like, these strictures are all pretty cool, and this one kind of makes the gameplay more logical. You know, that they are all so extreme when you're trespassing, about attacking you and killing you and things like that. And it's kind of, yeah, their religion kind of says, well, you know, going into someone else's place, walking around there is something that's a religious sin, not just, you know, like a little bit of trespassing or something. You know, like in our world, you know, if you walk on someone's lawn, or if you walk in a private path that goes through, you know, like someone's garden or something, then, you know, kind of, well, I guess it depends. Like in the US, there is this whole, well, they're allowed to shoot you with their shotgun if they think you're up to no good, you know. But, so that makes sense. And also the way they describe it is also a good way of, you know, like, being especially xenophobic, which also works for this world. So kind of that, and I like that kind of, like, it gives you a lot to work with. Surround your innermost being with these strictures and you will be safe. The 7 strictures are our core principles, taught and reinforced by overseers across the Isles. From these principles stem all manner of rules, social codes, and beliefs about the cosmos. The 7 strictures: 1. Wandering gaze. 2. Lying tongue. I mean, those are pretty much, you know, like a bunch of these are just basically what we know from the 10 Commandments or other, you know, basically most law books, where, like, what is it? Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife, and you shall not lie. Restless hands, well, there is this saying, like, what is it? Idle hands are the devil's playground, something like that. The Sam & Max game was named after that. You can't see that, can you? Let's see, like this. Roving feet, rampant hunger, wanton flesh, errant mind. So some of these are like the 7 deadly sins as well. Rampant hunger could be gluttony, but it also could be like a twisted version of that, and that's what I like as well. I guess we'd have to read the longer descriptions that we had elsewhere again to remind myself whether that's how it works. Wanton flesh, again, like, I don't know, maybe wandering gaze was something else. But I mean, it's all kind of a mix of all these rules and harkens back to these things that we all know from various religions. But, you know, it's a lot in this game is familiar but twisted, you know. In some way it's the Victorian era, in some ways it's not. All these behaviors must be restricted in order to keep one's heart free from malevolent influences. They are the inroads of the outsider. Oh, the first stricture. Restrict the wandering gaze that looks hither and yonder for some flashing thing that easily catches a man's fancy in one moment but brings calamity the next. For the eyes are never tired of seeing, nor are they quick to spot illusion. A man whose gaze is corrupted is like a warped mirror that has traded beauty for ugliness and ugliness for beauty. Instead, fix your eyes to what is edifying and to what is pure, and then you will be able to recognize the profane monuments of the outsider. That's kind of like, is that like basically, I'm trying to find like what they're saying here. Like on one hand, it's, you know, don't follow fashion, don't follow trends. But it's also, I guess, very conservative against progress, I guess. Could be read that way, doesn't have to be. Where is... Oh, it's in here. Okay. Some of the music in here is kind of like the You've Been Discovered music, which is a bit weird. Next I'll be discovered.
Gotten so bad if that damn fool Corvo hadn't killed the Empress.
What's this? Whale meat. Okay.
Look sharp. We got a prowler. I'll write to her again. She has to see reason.
Dang it.
You won't stay hidden for long. Come out, and I'll go easy on you. He's cunning. We'll meet again. Where are you? When I find you, it's going to be bad.
He's kind of saying a litany, and I like that. For like a religious zealot.
Oh, I'll find you. I know you're here. You keep going. Give yourself up. Come out. We both know you're weak at heart.
That they're saying, for one thing, we know you're weak at heart. That's something they said about the assassins in general. I guess that's something they were told before the attack. But also, I like that the one guy talked to all right. That the one guy said, "My hands are not idle," and things like that. It's nice because it's in the same style as like prayers we're used to, and we have in many religions actually, like repeating. Why does it?
Give the word, sir. What's our next move?
Oh. Kill or capture the remaining overseers. But I didn't want to go there yet.
Capture as many as you can. Their plans are ruined.
Okay. I'm full on health potions, but of course I wanted to... Wait. You have a bone charm that I need. Whoops. Hi. I totally didn't just loot your friend and almost drop him off the place, his body. Totally not. Let's see, what do we have? We have 3 runes. Void gaze were already full. So we need a 4th rune. Or we could increase our movement speed. All enemies turn to ash. Okay, let's do that one. That should make us a little less likely.
Give me a report.
We'll take the Overseer who led the attack and find out what else he knows. As soon as he's conscious. It seems the Overseers are marching into the flooded district, planning a massive assault against us. This Overseer Hume went against orders and attacked early. Our men, the ones you freed, were able to rout the remaining zealots. This place belongs to us again.
How did the cursed overseers find us?
It's my fault. I told Delilah where we were hidden. She wanted me to turn on you.
You did this.
But I can't go through with it.
Stupid child. All you had to do was cut his throat.
He deserves better. I was an idiot to listen to you.
So that's your choice then. Dowd. Her betrayal would have been the sweetest. But either way, the Brigmore witches will be your end. You should have forgotten my name the day you heard it.
I think it was always understood between us that I'd see my moment and take your place. I moved too early. You weren't weak, like I thought. I'm only sorry I didn't pick a better ally. Delilah made contact with the Overseers. I thought, between the 3 of us, we'd have you dead to rights.
We can blame the Zealots for that. Overseer Hume was too quick to move.
My life is yours now. Kill me, or let me live. If it even matters to you.
Touching and pathetic. If I see either of you again, I'll tear out your stone-cold hearts and walk in your skin.
Ooh. That was a twist. Okay. Like, they said there was someone who betrayed us, and I wondered whether it would be Billy, because we haven't met anyone else, you know, so if it was just some random assassin, you know, it wouldn't have been as impactful. So, of course, the only one we've seen was kind of a candidate. But on the other hand, I thought, you know, like maybe, you know, they want us to think it's Billy the whole time. And then, you know, it's something, you know, like, oh, they caught someone somewhere. But I mean, if you remember, there was this one book we read where he said that something about Billy not actually talking about Delilah. So, you know, you could tell he was onto her a bit. That she was constantly asking him about things and how he would react and things like that to kind of, you know, get a feel for him and how to best betray him. And also that there was something going on between her and Delilah. But I think, you know, Dowd is kind of like, he took her in knowing that she was dangerous, and I think he he would spare her now, because that he needs that challenge, probably. Also, if you remember, well, yeah, so that's basically what I'm gonna go for now.
I forgive you. Get out of here. Leave the city. Leave my sight, Billy. I give you your life.
That's an interesting...
When Billy Lurk was 8, she wanted to be the captain of a ship. From the moment she met you, all she wanted was to be a killer. She watched you, learned from you, and then she saw you losing your grip and decided to take your place. And now, she's limping to the outskirts of the city. She'll pay a smuggler to get past quarantine. She'll watch herself for signs of plague for a while. Gradually, the fear and grief that seep into your bones in Dunwall will dissipate, and she'll find a new name and a new use for her skills. Even if Dunwall burns to the ground, one corner of the Empire will still know your story. Dowd, killer of an empress. Dowd, who spared his betrayer's life.
Alright, we found all runes and all bone charms. And there were no coins and outsider shrines to find, apparently. Okay. 22 hostiles killed. Yeah, we didn't use that many arrows this time. Dead or unconscious bodies found 16. Overall chaos high. Yeah, we got spotted a couple times, so... Spared Billy Lurk, rescued all your assassins, eliminated all the overseers armed with music boxes. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's what I did intentionally, and since I couldn't knock out arrow most of them, that was it, I guess. Okay. That was the surge. Interesting. What comes now? This kind of feels like an ending. So I'm not sure if this is the end of the DLC. I mean, she said, Delilah said, the Brigmore witches will, what was it, come for me or something like that? And that's the name of the next DLC, so we'll definitely encounter those, I guess. So this feels like a good point for this DLC to end and Brigmore witches to start, but we'll see. If it is, then this will be some rather short DLC, so next stream we might finish Dishonored 1. Yep, it looks like that was it. Alright, that was nice. Oh yeah, Forget Arcane is either in France or I guess in Canada. Some German names. So I would guess probably more Europe. So probably in France. So Arcane is the studio that makes the Dishonored games for Bethesda. Yeah, but it's that's a cool cool ending. Like if this was, you know, the end of the DLC and that's it, I would be disappointed because obviously it's in the middle of a story. Christy Wu. The outsider, Billy Lush. He's the guy who got replaced, I'm pretty sure. Delilah Erin Cottrell would be interested. I think she's probably... Anyway, yeah. I really like this so far as, you know, the first half of a two-part DLC. I've bought this, you know, like years after. Basically before I started the Dishonored 1 stream. I went and bought the DLC for it as well. So I could play it all in one go. So it was, you know, like years after at a lower price. And I just bought all the DLC as one. So I think if I had played this game at the time that it came out, you know, and I would have bought the game, and then I said, hey, the first DLC is out, and the first DLC would have ended at this point, I would have been a bit pissed. If they had said, okay, there's 2 DLCs coming, then I would have been, you know, not happy because they're making you pay for half a story, basically. But you know, it like this it works. We'll see if the Brigmore Witches DLC will, you know, is a good continuation of this. I have to say, this DLC isn't as cool as it was before. Like as the base game was. If you see the base game, you kind of go and say, you know, like they always had these special gameplay things, and this was basically just a story. It was a story in this world, it used a lot of the same mechanics, so I enjoyed it. But the cool thing was they introduced something new, something special. And we don't have that here, really. And so, I'm looking forward to whether this is just, you know, that the second half, the Brigmore Witches DLC, will actually be that part with a special mechanic. Or if this is all just, you know, a little bit more story, and that's it. But I'm assuming, I didn't really know, like, as who you would play in the next DLC. It's just called the Brigmore Witches. And I intentionally didn't read much about them. I basically just read, like, is this DLC, you know, like, is it worth getting? Does it add story to the game? Or is it just, sometimes, you know, you get DLC that is just, you know, like a horde mode or something where if you like mechanics, then you will play that. Like the Moon Crash for, what's it called? For Prey. That was basically just another game mode, and so if you're there for the stories, wasn't worth buying, really, or at least for me it wasn't. And so I kind of like I'm looking forward. Like, I didn't read anything beyond is it worth getting and is it story that I want to play about the DLCs for Dishonored 1. So it'll be interesting to see. Like, I'm assuming we'll still be playing as Dowd in both DLCs. I was kind of thinking maybe we would play as someone else again, which would be kind of nice, but we'll see, I guess. I don't know. But I'm kind of, since Delilah threatened Dowd and it has this prophecy, we kind of have to be Dowd, or at least someone, you know, sent by Dowd to let Dowd do something. Oh, and Daniel Licht, that's the guy who composed the music. Squeaky Wheel Inc. I wonder where that name comes from. I mean, there is the saying, the squeaky wheel gets the grease. which is, you know, like, I think basically it's about bribes. So who knows? Anyway, that's it, I guess. Not quite a full stream again, but hey, we did it. So that looks like next weekend we will be doing the Brigmore. That didn't come out right. We will be doing the Brigmore Witches. Oh, what do I say? We will be playing the Brigmore Witches DLC. So glad to have had you here. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did, maybe even more. Thank you for all the discussions. Thank you for lurking and all that stuff. And yeah, have a great week. I'll be interested in how my week will go. We're shuffling around some teams at work and things like that right now, so I don't actually know what I'll be doing on Monday. Well, sort of. Like, there's still leftover tickets from last week, so I'll just be continuing with those for now. But like, there might be, you know, some new info, some interesting changes, some fun new project. I don't know yet. So I'm looking forward to that. Just, you know, to shake things up a little bit. Yeah, but anyway, that's it for us, and see you next week at 5 p.m. Central European Time. You see, I fixed the times to no longer be summertime, and or daylight savings time, or 8 a.m. Pacific. Hopefully see you then. Bring your friends, bring sandwiches, whatever you think would be doing well here. Or just, you know, quietly sneak in and enjoy this pretty great game. Like I said that, you know, this DLC so far wasn't as amazing as the base game. But then, you know, Dishonored has a really good base game, and even a not quite as good DLC is still an enjoyable story that I loved playing, you know. It cranked up the difficulty even on easy mode, like we're playing a little bit. But, you know, I guess I've practiced enough that I can survive through that. And the game was generous enough, and of course I can always save scum. And I didn't get stuck anywhere due to the difficulty or something, so I'm happy. So yeah, hopefully see you next week. And have a good night, afternoon, whatever time it is for you now. Bye-bye.